Oh, y'all, this is ridiculous. This looks crazy. This is not good. Let's just take a picture.
My Vina loves, it's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. Since the show is off air, I figure I give updates, whenever I find out something about the show, I go ahead and talk about it. I do the same thing for Married to Medicine. So in the videos, you saw Cynthia and Nene together at the Anita Baker concert. They look beautiful. Cynthia looked gorgeous, as always, of course. And then in the second video, you saw them acting a fool, trying to do a sexy walk downstairs, and they failed. Now you saw Cynthia, Nene, and Marlo, but there's this new person hanging with them. She's beautiful. Her name is Tanya. And she's in the red with the black blazer, and she's been hanging with them. Now, you are aware that whenever someone new start hanging with the crew or being posted on social media or coming around, it's almost like that's their way of easing the person into the group slowly, into their life slowly, so that when the show come on, it's not a shock like, who's this person? Like, how about who this woman? The same thing with Cynthia. Most people were like, come on, Cynthia, you are at the age where you don't just post anybody on social media and openly claim that you're dating. You keep a relationship private and only post the person when you really know that it's serious. But because Will was going to be a part of her storyline, and she did not want it to be, who is this random guy hanging with Cynthia on TV, she started easily, posting Will on her social media page, and then, people went crazy, and then she posted a second picture coming back and said, oh, we're just dating, he's not my boyfriend yet. But she was just introducing him because he was going to be a part of the show and wanted her fans to be a little comfortable so that when the show did air, it was like, okay, Will is here. Now, you know how Atlanta is, it's a huge and a big, city. Georgia is a big state, but it's almost like, the who's who or these, these stars, they have a small little group. You always see them hanging with each other from different shows and all of that. It's very small. Now, about Tanya, let me just give a little bit about her background. Tanya worked for a company called Tech Square. And Tech Square Labs was funded with the mission to create opportunities for tech entrepreneurs to build something from nothing. She is very intelligent. As you can see, you saw the ring on her finger. So who knows? You never know, because Andy did say he was looking for new people, so she might be one of the new people added to the group. You never know. We shall see, when the season starts. But as far as Cynthia, her peach is secure. Nene peach is secure. She's not going anywhere. And, Nene also did say that the girls and the Housewife, their franchise needs some new blood. So who knows, maybe Tanya might be a perfect fit. But you know how it is. Everyone is smiling and all of that. And then once the season starts, people start going crazy and fighting each other. So that's that about them. We should see now, because Marlo was in the mix. I figure I go ahead and just talk about her now. And Kandi basically is all about her coins, okay? And so it's been announced. I'm going to read the article exactly how it was written on Essence. Kandi Burruss reportedly producing reality show starring Marlo Hampton. All right. It's no secret that the singer-songwriter Kandi Burruss is serious about her business. The Escape member has not only written a slew of R&B hits, but she also owns the intimate line Bedroom Kandi, hosts the talk show Kandi Coded Nights, and appears on Bravo's hit series Real Housewife of Atlanta. Now, the busy entrepreneur is reportedly working on her next project, a reality TV show. Don't forget her restaurant. She have a second one coming. That's what I added an S. She and her husband Todd. According to a report by celebrity blogger, Burruss will produce a new series called Hotlanta, that will revolve around a group of movers and shakers in her hometown. The show, which sounds similar to Real Housewives of Atlanta, is in talks to feature Atlanta Housewife alum Marlo Hampton. While Marlo Hampton currently appears on Real Housewives of Atlanta, a source close to the blogger said she will likely leave Housewives, especially since she's never been an official cast member. Marlo will really get to shine. Okay, while there's been no official word about the show just yet, Burruss isn't expected to appear. Instead, she will executive produce Atlanta and will remain on Bravo's Real Housewives of Atlanta, where the women of the Peach States are still pulling in millions of viewers after 10 seasons. Now, when I heard this, the irony is Marlo calling Kandi dry, coming for her, talking about etiquette, but now Kandi is about to be her boss. Okay, so that's the first funny part. Second thing, Kandi have not confirmed this, but she didn't deny it either, so it looks like it's true. Also, too, Porsha. This is a great segue into going to Porsha. Porsha's on her page having fun with her sister. It's a short clip right here.
Lauren, it's too late for hookah. This is not.
What is that?
Oh my gosh! This after party is too turned. She actually hooked up the hookah in the house.
You don't see her, but you hear her voice. And Porsha was the first person to announce that, she secured her peach. No shocker there. I already told you guys the type of connection Porsha have at Bravo. She can stand still all season, and Andy will still give her a high five and say, "Great job." And I said this exact line in the last video I did. So I'm just being repetitive, but there's no shock there. But let's talk about Porsha and Phaedra. Porsha, the same way how this lady Tanya is, a part of the group and going out with Nene and them and all of that. Porsha was hanging out with Phaedra. Not only did she hang out with Phaedra, she was also on Phaedra's page, leaving comments. She also reposted the pictures and all of that. You can hear all about it in the last video I did about Phaedra and Porsha hanging out. So is she slowly letting her fans know that, Porsha and I talked, Phaedra and I talked, and everything is working out, so that when the show starts, it's not a big shocker like Phaedra is back, what happened, how, and all of those things. Now, I also felt like Kandi was creating this show kind of like her way out, of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's not going to mess with her check, because like I said, Kandi's about her money. But she also noticed, how much power, of course, the network have over them, and how they are placed in, uncomfortable situations, and, they basically have to suck it up. You have a woman who was involved in a lie that almost destroyed Kandi, still there, and Kandi had to, suck it up and be in the same room with her, because according to the show policy, that's what it is. Even if you don't stand someone, you have to be able to film with that person, you have to be able to coexist and all of that. Then on top of that, Kandi's like, okay, I'm gonna tolerate it, and I'm gonna be in the same room. Then you're trying to tell me you're going to bring the person back, the person who tried to destroy me? Because remember, guys, most of you kept making comments saying that Phaedra says she repeated something that a producer told her. But remember, when Porsha was throwing her under the bus, Porsha said, "Nah, Phaedra, you told me that Kandi told you that those words left Kandi's mouth, not a producer's mouth. So what are you saying?" And that's when Porsha freaked out and started crying, because Phaedra, now being the attorney that she is, on camera, she said, somebody else told me, I heard it. I am not about here. Just how, for some reason, Apollo is married to her and being in the same house and coming home, but he's the one who keep going to jail, and Phaedra gets to be free, working around here. And even if Phaedra was involved, allegedly, whatever Apollo was doing, I don't think he was going to snitch on her for the fact that they have kids. And you know what? You can hate her all you want, but you're not going to watch your kids end up in foster care or being raised by the grandma when their mom could be out. So let's stay focused and get back to, Phaedra and Kandi and Porsha. So that's the thing for the people who say, but, all is forgiven. Phaedra made a mistake. She repeated something. Now, Porsha said Phaedra told her that Kandi said, and that's why it was shocking. So, for Bravo to attempt or possibly bring Phaedra back, Kandi is looking at them sideways like, I'm not going to mess up my money, because I love my coins. I'm not going to throw away over $1 million payday. That's a huge check for nobody. You know what I'm saying? But y'all pushing it now if you're trying to bring her back. So Kandi is like, you know what? I'm still going to be here getting my money. And all of that with Bravo. But if Hotlanta do really well, then that's her gateway to, throw up the deuces to Atlanta and be like, I'm out. Also too, people were like, really? Bravo don't have it in the contract of a competition? First of all, Kandi's show is going to be on We TV. It's not going to be on Bravo and all of that. So, but some people, they put it in the contract like, you cannot become our competitor. And if you quit or you get fired, you have to wait for a certain amount of years or whatever before you can, develop a show, all types of stuff. Apparently Bravo, don't have those type of stipulations in the contract. So congratulations to Kandi. We will see, and you never know. Of course, I'm sure Kandi is waiting for everything to be set in stone before she make a huge announcement. But Kandi Peach is secure, and this whole situation with Milo. So that's that about them, and that's that about Porsha and Kim. We already know that Kim is not going to be back. There's nothing really to talk about, but Kim is, except she's been in hot water lately because of certain images she's been posting of her little daughter. So, go ahead and listen to that, and I'll come back and end it. A few weeks ago, Kim posted this picture of her daughter. What Kim normally does is, when she knows an episode is about to hit and people are about to go in on her based on the way how she behaved on that episode, she posts images of her beautiful children in hopes that when people come to her social media pages, the pictures, they will see the pictures and not go too hard on her, because the last image is of her child. So seeing her children will make them say, oh, how cute. But nah, not these people on social media. They will be like, okay, this post is by your kid or whatever, but I'm still going to roast that. Exactly. So people were going in on Kim, saying that she's dressing her daughter up too grown, to let her, to let her be a kid. To let her be a kid. And so these comments are going to be filled with all of the racist stuff, because this is when the episode aired on the reunion and Kim said racism isn't real. So I just wanted you guys to see the pictures. I'm not going to read the comments on this picture, but I just want to let you guys know she posted this a few weeks ago. Then she followed it up recently with this picture, and look at how her daughter is posing, right? And this was her caption right here on the picture. So people wrote, you dress her too grown up for her age. It's sad. And Kim responded, good thing she isn't yours. This person responded, she won't, because she will put her on birth control by 13. Ooh, D-Facts would love to see this. All she's missing is a rare solo cup. Ouch. Child, the 4-year-old got her back out. Like I said, you dress her like she's 15. Shaking my head. Now this is the thing. This is the argument, okay? People are saying the people who sexualize kids in the way how they dress is a reflection of them and their sick minds, because if a kid is a kid, then there's no reason why what they're wearing should matter or should be sexualized. And then you have the other argument where people say it's not that those people are the ones that have the issue. They are just fully aware that there are terrible people out here, willing to harm children, and they're just, basically speaking up like, don't put your kids out there like that when you know that there are creeps out there. So I guess that's the argument on social media. So what is your take on that? What do you think about this outfit, these outfits that Kim is putting on her young daughter. Do you guys think it's age appropriate? Do you guys think it's too much, especially with the way how she's posing and all of that, and she's so young? Let me know in the comment below. I'm not going to read any more of the comments here because I mean, majority of them people are going in on Kim for dressing her young daughter the way that she is, and of course, let's see. My thing is, a disgusting person will be a disgusting person regardless if you're fully clothed or not. You know, saying that what she's wearing is going to entice creeps is almost like saying a grown woman deserves to be raped because she wore booty shorts. So, but I do understand where people are coming from as far as, you know, what's age appropriate and all of that. But the part about, oh, there are creeps out there and be careful how you know. Someone who have that mindset, it doesn't matter what that child is wearing. If that's their mindset, that would be the mindset regardless. So that part I don't agree with, but I do agree with, you know, things being age appropriate for children and all of that. But if Kim, you know, that's her daughter. I mean, what am I going to say? The same way how Bria is already having plastic surgery. I mean, she's been having it before she turned 21, allegedly. But it's like, if the woman dressed her daughter and she feels comfortable, then, you know, kudos to Kim. I am not going to worry myself about Kim and her children. But I completely understand it is social media. When you post it, you know, people are going to comment because, you know, their lives are public, they're in the public eye, you know, and all of that. So all of those points, you know, are valid. Then you have, you know, Sheree. Sheree is just there, you know, she's not doing much. I don't really keep up with Sheree because at this point we don't know, you know, it's up in the air, you know. She's fired, she's not fired, she might come back, she's not coming back, you know, you never know. You know, we shall see, but there's nothing really to update about Sheree because, like I said, her situation is just in limbo. Now, Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore also is another person that people are talking about that she's not going to be there. Here's one thing about Kenya. Kenya don't have nothing else to prove. You know, like, she could quit this show and she would actually leave on a high note. She's not leaving because she was ganked up, and, you know, she's not leaving because of any of those things. She's gonna leave. If she quit, she left on a high note. Kenya's husband is the most handsome husband that have ever set foot on the Real Housewife of Atlanta. So she had nothing else to prove because their biggest diss was the fact that she didn't have a husband, you know, and she didn't have kids. He's successful, she's successful, she's pregnant, she killed it at the reunion, she shut everybody down. So at this point, she really got her happily ever after, a happy ending. So if she was that show, it's like you have to become just disgusting and dirty and down in the gutter sometimes to survive. And who wants to live like that, regardless of, oh, it's just a show, and when I get home, I don't behave that way. It's still a toxic environment to be in, you know? But like I said, all money, you know, isn't good money, but that's a huge check to walk away from. Over a meal, you know, that's a huge check to be like, you know what, I'm done. But Kenya will still be okay whether she stay or not. The other thing too is, you know, people are saying, oh my God, you know, she haven't posted updated pictures and all of these things. What is the point of the show if she's going to post the pictures and show everything? And also too, I really do think she wants to get to a really safe spot and get the all clear from the doctor before she does that. I mean, she's waiting for that all clear, everything is good, and then, you know, she will start posting pictures and all. But before I get into the other news about Kenya Moore, this is recent news. This is what she posted. She posted this short clip right here. And her caption is beautiful. This is truly a special day for me and my family. I feel so blessed to be at this point in my life. Some may say late, but God will say right on time. Ooh, I wish you guys could see me right here, right now. That's a word. That's a word. She got me over here shouting on this Sunday. That's a word, Kenya. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Let's continue. I never understood the force of mothers. Although the man is the head of the household, it is the woman that is the nucleus of the family and glue that keeps it together. I'm in awe of motherhood, creating lives, viable human beings. I will never take this role for granted. Thank you, Jehovah. Happy Mother's Day. The Dailies love. Happy Mother's Day, family. Okay. You know, her fans were expecting to see baby bum or something. But guys, leave Kenya alone. Let her live. When she feels comfortable, like I said, to start showing her stomach, she'll go ahead and do that. Also too, she's probably waiting to be showing a lot to start posting pictures. So, you know, I don't know, the article that I read a few weeks ago from People magazine about Kenya, it's almost like they are putting out what she said little by little, because Kenya provided more insight about, no pun intended, more insight about her IVF experience and all of that. You know, when she was, talking to People magazine, she said that she was advised to wait to take a blood test at the doctor's office to find out if she is expecting, rather than an at-home pregnancy test, because they don't always show the hormones level if it's not strong enough, because she's going through the whole IVF process. So it may give you a negative when it's actually positive. So Kenya followed doctor's order and waited to have her blood drawn to find out if the IVF had been successful. But on the way home from the doctor, she just couldn't resist. As soon as I take the blood test and I'm driving home, I'm like, I should just go and get a test from the supermarket. So I rolled to the supermarket and literally took the test in the supermarket bathroom because I could not wait. It was just overwhelming. I could not wait, she told People, and it was positive. And then I got the call from the doctor later that day confirming that I was indeed pregnant and had a positive test, that my HCG levels, so what my HCG levels were. She said it was all really good news. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. Kenya has remained in good spirits while experiencing the changes to her body that pregnancy has brought so far. I'm tired, obviously. I don't have the stamina that I had before, so I'm taking it a little easy, not working out and going on long walks with the dogs and things like that. She shared of how she's feeling during her pregnancy so far, but it's nothing. I don't feel that bad. I don't feel hyper emotional. I have a little bit of sensitivity to smell that make me nauseous, and I had a slight loss of appetite, but I've been okay. Echoing the sentiments she expressed during the Real House of Atlanta reunion, Kenya said that she and her husband Mark Daly are hoping to keep the baby's gender a surprise until the big day. We're going to try not to find out. We want to be surprised, and we want to make it as natural as we can at this point. We just want a healthy baby, she said, and it doesn't matter to either of us, boy, girl, we don't really care. That's the spirit. She just wants a healthy baby. Kenya and Mark are expected to welcome their new bundle of joy later this year. Just, it's her first child, guys. For the people who's coming really hard on her, let her live, let her breathe. When she's ready, she will post pictures and she'll be all on social media and she will reveal everything, just give her time. She's nervous and all of that. Now, before all of their fun festivities, Cynthia Bailey and Lick Bailey had a guest. go ahead and read her caption. The door is closed. And after that, Nene also had her own little situation going on where a fox was in her backyard. Have just wild animals anywhere, but she threw shade at Wig and Duck Lips at her caption, and Kenya Moore was in there. But let's read her caption. She said, "At Cynthia, we had a visitor today in the backyard, a fox. Thank God he was on the other side of the fence because we had just let Player out her dog. All right, they gonna need to change our name to the Housewives of the Wild Living out here in these Georgia woods. P.S. I'm glad Mr. Scooter didn't see him, child. She would have cut him and brought she would have cut him and brought it in the house and said it lives upstairs." And someone said that she would have said it was a rat. Cynthia responded, "I'm dead, girl." And Kenya responded, "Just hang a few of your fur coats in the window. That would teach him." Peter's going to stalk you, right? Peter gonna be on this in a minute. Delete. But that's that about the ladies of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you know they will start filming again in June. But I'm sure if anything really juicy happened, of course the cameras will run and be turned on before June. All right, my vanilla loves, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm wishing you all an amazing day. Remember, oh wait, and happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day, okay? And wishing you all an amazing day. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.